Alright, we're going to be building cube maps, packing the map, and getting it ready for release. Right. Now, one thing I should tell you that is important, when you're making your map, if you don't want issues with cube maps, you must. So, whenever you make new versions, you should save as, and then do like B1, B2, that kind of thing. But you should do that every time before you're building cube maps. You don't really need cube maps to begin with, especially not in the alpha stage. But when you do start adding cube maps, you will want to make sure that you've compiled the map with the name that it's going to have before building cube maps. But I don't expect to have to do anything with this. So I'm just going to compile it as it is. Because I mean, I've been through it. I don't see what issues there could really be. Wasn't I going to increase that to 150? Yeah. There's one other thing though. One other thing I want to show you. Like when you win, it's to do with the motivator. Something else you can do is, you know that sound? You can kill the ambient generic, so you don't end up hearing it. If anyone gets to the end before it starts, you won't hear the sound start while you're in a mini game. Not that it really matters, but sometimes it can be a bit weird. Okay, so ready to compile, but I am going to I'm gonna uncheck that because I don't want the game to start after this is compiled. I'm gonna start it myself. Let's close that. Let's start Team Fortress 2. It seems to be working smoothly, so I don't think there's anything else that I have to do. I don't really expect anyone to be playing on this, although I'll probably release it anyway, just for anyone who's curious. I'll try to put together like a zip file with the VMF and stuff, so anyone can have a look at this if they wish. Cube maps. So we've got quite a few more now. Quite a lot. HDR 2. We got to compile that in HDR now. So turn on SV cheats because it will reload materials. I just prefer to do that. Right, so build cube maps. This will build them in HDR. And that's it. Now it's time to compile. Or compiled. Now it's time to pack them. It's already been compiled. So you're gonna want to get something called void. Let's valve wiki void. There's going to be a link here somewhere. It's I always use this. Just download this. You can use it for a few different things, but I mainly just use it to pack stuff in. And I tell you what, I'm gonna extract it into documents. I'm gonna go void pack file lump editor. Let's go into here. Maps. So find your map. Do your example. Scan. Now, for the most part, it tends to get everything. The only time you have to be careful is if you've got sprites in your map. That's when it doesn't tend to do it automatically. Or if you have music that is controlled by the volume thing, if you put the hash in front, it doesn't know to look for that. You have to add those manually. I mean, I've hardly got anything in here anyway. But you can see this is what I do have. So save that. You must do that. Otherwise, if you give this to a friend and they play it, then they're going to get missing textures unless everything has been embedded into the map. So you can see there, and it's quite... See, because I've been quite good with the MP3s, I haven't been making things bigger than they really have to be. And it's quite a basic map anyway. We've got quite a low file size. That's it. The map is finished. Well, unless there's some kind of weird bug you encounter. For you guys, I don't recommend you, you know, I mean, I would always release like a few beta versions first. But I mean, because the map I've made is so simple, and I mean, I've really been like, well, mostly making sure everything's working fine. It's not so much of a problem. Yeah. Come back in the next video and I'll show you one last thing that you can do to before releasing it. It's not essential, but it is something good to know.